Aloha, Dr. Kara here. We're going to get down and dirty today. We're going to talk about poo-poo caca. So, this is my lovely poop emoji to represent our lovely stool test today. Nobody's excited about a stool test, and everyone's excited about a stool test. I just want to kind of explain a little bit about it. When people get the stool test at home, because most people choose to do it, it can feel overwhelming and complicated, okay? And it's really important to know what's through you. Now, notice I'm not saying what's inside of you. People will think that your poop is embarrassing and something's wrong with you and it's coming from inside of you. It most certainly is not. I want you to think of yourself as a very complicated donut. From your mouth to your anus, there's literally a hole going from in and out, and your body chooses what it brings into your body. So when we're doing a stool test, you have an internal environment and an external environment. The only way to know your internal environment is to actually test the stool. So you're going to have these little vials, and it's a 3-day test, right? Day 1, day 2, day 3. There's little gloves in there. You take the vials out, you write your name on it. They're going to have little stickers. This is an additional test. You swab and stick it in this preserved tube, and you literally just read step 1, step 2, step 3, step 4, okay? And then after day 1, after you collect your sample, now honestly the best way that I have found to do it is take saran wrap, put it over your toilet, go to the bathroom, and it's sitting there for you, right? So you can just scoop it up into the tube or do whatever you want. They have these little like hot dog cardboard containers to try and catch it. I mean, it just really seems ridiculous, okay? So do yourself a favor. After you're done with the saran wrap, you just let the stool go into the toilet, wrap it up, throw it away, and you got yourself your sample. Makes it really easy, okay? If you have any confusion whatsoever, let us know. We will be activating these kits. We've either mailed it to you at your home, or we've activated online and gave you a physical kit. And so once you get that done and we figure out everything growing on your inner flora, we can start knowing how it's impacting you. This is supposed to be a nurturing environment. It's very anaerobic. It doesn't have a lot of oxygen. And these are some of the most dangerous organisms that can be growing in you in that environment. We have some on the outside. We know we get amputated if we get a fester and infection. Imagine what happens inside when we're trying to eat and have our foods. So the stool test is very important. It goes along a lot with the GI stuff, and we don't want our nutrition leaving with the waste, or we don't want a protozoa, a parasite infection. You know, if you've traveled to Mexico, if you have a lot of food sensitivities, if you have chronic allergies, if you have brain fog, if you have hormonal imbalances, it's really in order to get a stool test. If you haven't had one in the last 5 years, and if you have any family history of Crohn's, autoimmune disease, thyroid, or like cognitive decline, dementia, Alzheimer's, it's a good idea to have this in your medical file. I hope that was helpful. It's not fun to talk about shitty things, pun intended, but it's something that needs to get done, and a lot of people just dodge it because they're uncomfortable, okay? You get to take this test in the comfort of your own home, and then we get to really deal with answers that you wouldn't get elsewhere. Does insurance cover it? Sometimes, yes. If it doesn't really run over $300. It's very extensive, and there is no other company that does a better test. Some people get very generic ones. You will get up to 300 organisms, up to 2,500 species tested, and the average stool test in the Western world is 10 to 12 organisms sometimes. So you can't compete with this test. You can't go wrong. So if you're wondering if there's better tests out there, it is the gold standard, and we're very excited to have it here for you. So we look forward to hearing from you, and thanks for hanging in there with such a poopy subject.